Hello my dear students, today I am going to discuss the topic rational number. Class 8th first chapter rational number. In a previous class I have already taught the chapters the numbers rational numbers. In a previous class I have already discussed in a class 7th rational numbers, and in previous class I have already discussed the integer, natural numbers, whole numbers. So this rational number is also related to natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. So it's important for us rational number. So what is the rational number? First point, what is the rational number? A number, what is the rational number? All numbers including a natural numbers, a whole number and integer. All numbers including a natural numbers, whole number and integer. It means a number which can written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integer and q does not equals to 0. So this type of a number is known as or is called the rational numbers. It means a number which can written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q does not equals to 0. So this type of a number is known as a rational number. Many of the rational numbers are a rational number, like as all integer is a rational numbers. Integer is also a rational number, whole number is also a rational number, and natural number is also a rational number. It means all numbers which can written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integer and q does not equals to 0. So this type of a number is rational number. Here p and q both are integer, it is a compulsory. This point is the important number which can written in the form of p by q, where p and q both are belongs to integer and q does not equals to 0. So this type of a number is a rational number. And for example, some example is given here. For example, p and q both are integer. Minus 5 by 6, it is also a rational number. 11/5 it is also a rational number. 2/15 it is also a rational number, because both are a p upon q, both are a integer and q does not equals to 0. It means p is a integer, minus 5 is a integer and 6 is also integer. So number which can written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integer and q does not equals to 0. So this property is fulfilled for this number. It is also fulfilled for the number, and it is also, so all number is a rational number. Now next point is some point zeros of a rational. Zero is a rational number or not? So it is important. Zero is a rational number because you write the zero is a format of 0 upon 1. So 0 is also integer and 1 is integer. Both are integer and q does not equals to 0. So this property is also fulfilled for this number. It means 0. So it is also a rational number. 0 is a rational number. 0 divided by any integer result in a rational number 0. So 0 can be written in the form of p by q. Therefore 0 is also a rational number. For example, 0 upon 11. 0 upon 11 is also a rational number. 0 upon minus 8, it is also a rational number. 0 upon minus 8 and 0 upon 8 both are a rational number, and 0 upon 5 also a rational number. It is also a rational number. It means all number which can written in the form of p by q, q does not equals to 0, but p and q are integer. So it is a rational number. So now next point is a negative and positive integer rational number. Negative and positive rational number. Who is a positive rational number? If p and q both are positive, or both are negative, so this type of a rational number is a positive rational number. And if p and q both are positive and p and q both are negative, so this type of a number is rational number, positive rational number. 7/8 both are positive, numerator and denominator. In this case both are positive, in this case both are positive. Second case, if both are a negative number, like a minus 56 upon minus 65, so minus cancel out, it is also a positive rational number. It means number is a both numerator and denominator both are a positive or both are a negative. So this type of a number is a positive rational number. And second is a negative rational number. A number any one means if a denominator is positive or numerator is positive. If any one is a positive, if any one is a negative, so if any one is a negative rational number, so it is a negative rational number, like as a minus 98 upon minus 5 and minus 1 by 2, both are a negative rational number, because anyone means 98 upon minus 5, so denominator is a negative, so this is negative rational number. Negative rational number, it is also a negative rational number. It means any numbers which can be by q format, but any one numerator and denominator any one number is a negative, so it is negative rational number. So now next point is 2 upon 1, 1 upon 2, property of a rational number. Property of a rational number, it's important. Property of a rational number lie under the 4 operation of arithmetic. First is addition of rational number, second is subtraction of rational number, third is multiplication of rational number, and last one is multiplication of a rational number, and last one is division of a rational number. It means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These 4 property, all rational numbers, there are 4 properties. First is a closure property, second is a commutative property, third is a associative property, and fourth is a distributive property. This property, it means addition of rational numbers. This property is fulfilled or not. So check it, which property is fulfilled for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now one by one, check it one by one. So first discuss the addition of a rational number. Addition of a rational number, if for 2 rational number, first property is discussed also. First property is a closure property. Closure property says that if for 2 rational number, addition of a 2 rational number is always a rational number. Like as a 1 by 2 and 3 by 4, both are a rational number and their addition is 5 by 4. It is both are, this is a rational number and this is a rational number. Result also be a rational number. It means any two rational number, first is a rational number and second also rational number, so both are addition will be also a rational number. It means sum of a 2 rational number is also a rational number. It is a closure property. It means closure property fulfill for the addition. So now next property is commutative property. Commutative property is say that sum of a 2 rational number does not depend on the order in which they are added. Like as a plus b and a b plus a both are equal, a plus b and b plus a both are equal. If addition a plus b is equals to b plus a, both are equal. You add any, a plus b is equals to b plus a. Example, one example is given here. 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4. 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4, result is 4 by 6. And 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2 also is 4 by 6. It means you can change their order, so result does not affect. No any effect on a result of the 2 rational number addition. So it is also a fulfilled for the, it means a commutative property is fulfilled for the addition. So next is the associative property. The sum of 3 or more rational number does not depend on the way they are added. This third point is associative property. Associative property is fulfilled for the 3 numbers, 3 rational numbers. Like as the first number is a, second one b and third one is c. First 2 numbers is added, after 2 number completed, addition completed, now adding the third number is equals to adding the first number single and adding the second and third number separate. So addition of both number is equal. Addition of both rational number is equal always. 3 or more rational numbers does not depend on the way of addition. One number, you can take any examples. Examples is 1 by 2, like 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equals to 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 2 plus 4 plus 3 is equals to 7 is equals to 3 plus 5 5 plus 4, both are addition 9, this is also 9. It means LHS is equals to RHS. LHS is equals to RHS. It means addition of a two rational number is also fulfilled for associative property. It means associative property is fulfilled for addition. Now next property is identity property of a zero. It means zero adding the any number, result will always a same number. Taking the number is 1 by 2, adding the 0, so result is same number 1 by 2. It means addition of any one number, like 1 by 2 adding with a 0, so result is the same number. 3 by 4 adding with 3 by 4 plus 0, so result always a 3 by 4. Addition of any two numbers, it means addition of any zero number to another number, so addition will be always the same number. Next is the additive inverse. If the sum of two rational numbers is 0, then the two numbers are called the additive inverse of each other. Sum of two numbers. One number is 1 by 2 and another is minus 1 by 2. Addition of two numbers is a 0, so it is the additive inverse of each other. It means minus 1 by 2 additive inverse is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 additive inverse is minus 1 by 2. So you can write any type. If write the 1 by 2 is equals to additive inverse of 1 by 2 is minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 additive inverse is 1 by 2. Once more question is find the additive inverse of 3 by 4. 3 by 4 additive inverse will be minus 3 by 4. And a minus 2 by 3 additive inverse will be a 2 by 3. It means additive inverse of any numbers, additive inverse of a two numbers is always a negative number. If a number is a positive, so its additive inverse will be negative, but a number is a negative, so their additive inverse will be a positive. Now complete the all addition. It means property of a rational number for addition. There are four property. First is discuss the closure property, second is commutative property, third is associative property, fourth is a additive inverse, and fifth is identities of a zero. Identity of a zero. So there are a total 5 property in addition. So I hope all these students understand two property of addition of a rational number, and for definition of a rational number also discuss. And the zero, this is the important point, zero is a rational number because zero is a format of a p by q, and p and q both are integer and q does not equals to 0, so it is a rational number. And there 4 or 5 properties also discuss. Closure property is also fulfilled for addition, commutative property is also fulfilled for the addition, and associative property is also fulfilled for the addition. Additive identity means if any numbers addition with a 0, so number is the result will be a same number. And last is the additive inverse. If any number you can take the minus 3 by 2, so their additive inverse will be a positive number. If you can take the minus negative number, so their additive inverse will be a positive number. If you can take the negative number, so their result will be a positive number. It means their additive inverse will be a positive rational number. So I hope all the students have understand this property and this concept. So I will discuss the next video the subtraction of a property of a rational number for the subtraction. In next video I will discuss. Okay, thank you students. Have a nice day.